Hello, everybody. Welcome to our very first session of Life and Lessons with Ese Speaks. In this very program, we believe that everyone's stories matters, so we are going to go on the highs, the low, and everything in between. So, if you are looking for conversations that will trigger you or inspire you, or you just want to be entertained, then this is the right place for you because there is a story and a lesson for everybody. On today's show, I'm very honored to have with me the very honorable Mawutor Agbavitor, the Volta Regional NDC Chairman, and he will be here to share his story with us. Hello, sir. It's an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be on this program and the show as well.
Thank you. So, can you please introduce yourself to those who may not know you?
I guess everybody should know me by now. However, I'm a Mawutor, a son of two teachers, and I was born in the Volta region. I grew up in Ho, and I studied. Uh, I've studied my primary and secondary educations were all in the Volta region, and my tertiary in the Volta region until I went out to work to study briefly at the Technical University in Sweden, Stockholm, where I obtained a Master of Science degree in real estate finance and management. However, politics has always been part of me since childhood. And I remember in 1988, I decided to just have a stint with politics. So I joined the CDR at the time, and then that has always been part of my story till today. Currently, I'm the regional chairman of the NDC in the Volta region, and I work for myself as well, and I hustle on the streets. That is just the basic, or some of the things you might want to know about me.
Okay.
I'm a family man, a father of two, and then have several other children that look up to me for inspiration.
That's great. So I would like to know what inspired you to enter politics and what has the journey been like?
Politics is just something that I think we must all get involved in to find solutions to problems. That has been my driving force, how to find solution to problems that existed. One of the major issues that drove me into politics mainly was my inability. I remember when I left CISFOM, I had the opportunity of working briefly after my national service. I was national service regional organizer, that's a NASPA. And then I thought that any position that you occupy, you need to be helpful to others. So I think that if I find myself in politics, mainstream, I'll be in position to assist or to help people to become what they actually have to be in their lives. So that has always been the inspiration for me. So I'm into politics just to be serviceable to people and also to help others. Basically, that's it.
Great views. I would also like to know how did you rise to the position of the Volta Regional NDC chairman?
I think that is just service. I mean, regional chairman is for me, it's just a means of being serviceable to people. I mean, it's really, for me, what is the prestige around it? Really, you know. Um, yeah, I've worked at the branches for a very long time. I've been a branch secretary of my party for a very long time. After my stint with the CDR, naturally we transitioned into the NDC. One key thing also is that I was the regional secretary for the Eagle Club and then into the Eagle Party um, before the NDC kicked in. So naturally I found myself on my path into politics, and that has always been it. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just what it is today. Yeah.
What would you say has been the most challenging and also the rewarding part of your journey so far?
Challenging, every bit of it is very challenging. rewarding if I'm able to find, I guess, satisfaction if I'm able to solve problem for one person. It's a very interesting thing for me. If I take massive joy if I'm able to find solution to someone's problem. So individually, I like to really be out there for people. I like to really touch lives. And what gives me much joy is that people's life that I've been able to touch would come back to say thank you. Not because I deserve the thanks. I believe that all thanks and honor, glory belongs to the Lord. But however, I take delight in the fact that I've been able to impact an individual.
That's great. Early on, at the beginning of our interview, you stated that you hustle on the streets.
Yeah.
So, being an entrepreneur and also being into politics, how do you balance both business and politics?
It's a very there is a very thin line between business and politics. If you're into politics, you can't do without business because some of us think that politics is just to create opportunities for people. And if I'm leading, it creates opportunity for me as well. However, I need to survive, I need to work to live. So you need to always balance. If you find yourself at the workplace or you are self-employed, you really have to, combine whatever you are doing with politics. Because politics is service. Politics is not something for me. I don't get it. I'm not into politics just because I want to make money or anything. I believe that the work of my hand should bring me wealth or should give me the money that I need. And then the politics bit is just for service. And I would advise anybody getting into politics that should look at it more as service to humanity than as a means to be wealthy or to make wealth.
That's great. That's great. Politics to you is just service, not a get rich scheme. We all are taking notes. So, what would you say is one personal habit that has helped you so far succeed in politics?
So I think that I stayed true to my base. That is, I'm always grounded. I believe in God and always, I've just been me. It's just been me. And I believe that wherever level you've reached, you shouldn't forget where you're coming from. Because really, the position you occupy shouldn't change you. It shouldn't make you. I was told quite recently that give man power and money and you see the real character of the person. But I don't believe that power or money should change anybody. And then humility, I mean, it should just be part of you. You should just be humble. You just love people. You should just be out there for people. You must be forgiving. You must learn to forgive when people offend you. You must rise beyond pettiness. You must rise beyond insults and jealousy and hatred. Um, this world is just a very interesting place we all have to live. And for all we know, we all have short time to live on this planet. And so the short time that you have, you must make it worthwhile for everybody to exist or to coexist. So basically, I just stay glued to where my upbringing and also my belief in God.
I like the part you talked about humility. And dear viewers, this is one of the most humble politicians in Ghana. Allow me to even say in Africa or globally, you would ever meet. Chairman 18 over 8.
Yes, you
Securing all 18 seats in Volta Region was historic, looking at the fact that in
Yeah.
2020 we had lost one of our seats. What do you think made that possible?
Or just getting true to remaining true to the cause of the party and working hard. Because we lost that election not because we didn't perform, it was because a lot of things happened at the period that we lost the seat in Hawkeye. However, when I became the chairman, it was one of the promises I made to the people of the region that I'll make sure that seat is redeemed. And then somehow I thought that, well, we need to work hard in that constituency. We need to appeal to people, we need to talk to people. And one of the major factors that helped it was also the candidate, the individual person that was leading the ticket or that was on our ticket. So the work wasn't too difficult that it used to be. And also, our opponent at the time is too many promises he couldn't fulfill. And then coupled with the fact that the national economy was struggling and corruption was at its dizzy height and many things were wrong for this country. And then Ghanaians also noticed that we must all redeem the country and reset the country for a better future for our children and for everybody. So basically, it was hard work, it was God, it was a candidate that we chose. And it was also the belief of the party people on the ground that in spite of everything, this seat we must redeem for the party. So those are the factors that worked in our favor.
That's great. That's great. Some believe that, Chairman, the support of Volta to NDC is automatic. Do you think that the party has worked for this loyalty, or the party still has work to do to maintain the loyalty of the Volta region?
People used to say that if you're a Voltarian or an Ewe person or an Ewe, you automatically an NDC. That was true in the 1990s, early 2000s. But today it's not completely true because people have options and then people can decide to join any political belief or any political grouping of their choice. I think that volunteers have committed, it's not only people in the Volta region, everywhere across the country, we form the base for the NDC. There is no doubt in my mind that if you want NDC to be very strong, if the airways decides to support and continue to support the party, would continue to win elections. So the support of the Volta region for the NDC is not a fluke. However, we need to work for every single vote, otherwise we'll take the people for granted. The belief is that this party was started by Jerry Rawlings, that we see as our son, and he is he's from the Volta region, and then we hold him in high esteem. And so there is nothing wrong if a region decides, or a tribe or a grouping decides to back one political party. Every political party has a stronghold. The NDC must take pride, and as people from the Volta region, we are so proud to say that we belong to the NDC, and NDC is our tradition, and we'll hold on to it. But we have to work for every single vote.
Okay, that's great. But aside, a lot of I've heard a lot of views from people, and then there the set of people that believe that even though the NDC is referred to as the World Bank of, even though Volta region is referred to as the World Bank of the NDC, Volta has not necessarily benefited from the party. What do you have to say about
Those
this?
are just political propaganda from our opponents. We can't say that Volta region hasn't benefited from the NDC. And I mean, the point in focus is the airport that was built in who built it? The teaching hospital that is built in who built it? During the tenure of the NDC. The University of Health and Allied Sciences is built by the NDC. Most of the major asphalted road in whole town and beyond by the NDC, electricity to who, NDC, water to who, and the rest of the region, NDC. So we can't say that NDC has been further or else, we haven't benefited from the governance of the NDC. However, we still will demand for more. We still need more things to be done for us. But so far, I believe that we have benefited, and we must show a little gratitude to the NDC as well. But we still need more to do. However, our brothers who live outside of the region as well, benefit from other facilities that are put up by the state. There is something called common good, which includes the hospital and the hospitals and the schools. All those A blocks that were built under Mahama by the NDC. So I believe that if we are not impacting, we are not sharing money like the NPP will do, to collect a few of their persons because they are not many, and then they dole out money to them to pretend as though everything is fine with them. We are not like that. We are looking at the common good of the people of the Volta region, whether you are NPP or NDC. There must be something for everybody to benefit from. As we speak today, there will be commencement of the road between Ho and Apla will be commenced. Asikuma to Ho will be done. And so all adjoining roads will be completed, and the Eastern Corridor Road will be done by the NDC. And those were promises John Mahama made strongly during his campaign for the presidency in the last year. And it's been fulfilled today. So what can we say? than to be grateful to the man. That's when he speaks, he delivers.
That's great. So, does that mean we should be expecting a flag bearer from the Volta region soon?
It's not out of question. However, we have a president to work for now, and that is what we must all come together to support. A flag bearer from the region, certainly. Uh, Rollins was the president of this country, is from the region. So I don't have doubt in our mind that the flag bearer would emerge from the Volta region in the coming years. But for now, we have a government and we have a president to support to succeed for the people of this country.
In the coming years. We cannot wait to see how that will pan out. What currently is the NDC doing to attract young people to the party?
Well, the party is the most attractive today. That was why the youth voted for us. It's just to hold on to the promises we made to the young people of this country. The future of the country is so key. So when the people of the country or people of Ghana noticed the MPP, their corruption, what they were doing, they decided that no, NDC offers better option or better opportunities. So let's go for the NDC. That's how they voted for us. We need to sustain the momentum when the young people who still have belief and faith in the NDC. The programs that the NDC has put in place, like the 1 million coders we needed, we are about to do the apprenticeship program, the major employment programs. Those are programs that benefit the young people. And then the government is also embarking on massive agriculture projects, some of which would impact. And then we want to make agriculture very exciting and attractive to the young persons. So basically, those are the things that I believe will sustain the momentum or will still hold the young people and their belief and faith in the party. Because don't forget now, the young people have a mind of their own. They're not like our generation that we can't easily control our parents. Because of social media, the young people are exposed to many things and they can easily compare. So we have to work hard, of which we are doing, to make sure that we sustain the momentum, we sustain the goodwill, and then we keep the young people on our side for future elections and to reset Ghana to make it a better place for all of us.
Make it a better place for all of us. The youth of this country will certainly be grateful to you all. What message do you have for those who believe that politics is only for the rich or well connected?
Rich, I'm not rich, I'm not well connected. So here I am.
Coming
I'm in politics, and I think that, see, people notice you when you contribute to impact lives or when you contribute to the development of this country. Um, One key thing is that you don't necessarily need to be connected. I don't believe in politics of godfatherism. That is me. I don't believe in that. You don't have to have a godfather to get to where you are. After all, our godfather should be God himself. I don't need any earthly godfather to propel or to push me to where I want to get to. And I think that that is how we should look at politics. We shouldn't look at wealth. You shouldn't have so much money before you serve people. You shouldn't have 1 million before you give 10 cities to other persons. If you have 1,000, why not? You can share. You have 50, you can share. And that is all politics is about, sharing and caring for people. And then if you want to contest for a position, they'll remember the little things you've done for them in times of need. And they can come up and support you. I remember in my election, clearly, I was giving some support, little support to a few of our party delegates, like, oh, you want to have lunch, you can get this for lunch. Some people came up to me and said, no, I mean, I don't have to give them anything for them to vote for me. However, they were rather prepared to give me money to support me during my campaign, during the election. So the little things you do, people see, people notice you. So I encourage everybody, you don't have to have a godfather. Believe that God is your father. That is key. And also, you don't have to be super wealthy. The little you have, once you understand that if I have 5 pesos I can share with people, I believe that's the beginning of your success in political life and public life.
I don't believe in the politics of godfatherism. I mean, our father should be God the Father. That's a great take note. How would you personally define leadership? What is leadership to you?
Leadership to me is service, basically. I mean, I said from the beginning, leadership is service. In fact, one of my interesting things that play in my mind every day is you must be able to court and encourage peers, people you lead, to become like you. So when people approach, they can't even identify who the lead person is. You must build confidence in people. You must be able to delegate whatever little power you think you have. And then you must show humility in everything you do. You must respect others' view. So, I worked in a company before. I think these are some of the things that really influenced me growing up. I worked in a company briefly in Accra here, and then they could call even a sweeper for Monday morning's meeting. The same meeting was it. It was an advertising company, sweepers and everybody for ideas, and it will interest you. The idea the sweeper will bring will be the idea that will propel the promotion or the project you want to embark on. So I believe that everybody is important in getting things done. You know, might have different styles of leadership. Some people believe in aggression, some people believe in taking it easy, and then one key thing is you must manage everybody, you must understand everybody as an individual. As an individual, you shouldn't lump everybody and think that people must think the same way. You know, if you understand those things and respect for people, I believe you succeed as a leader. You are not in conflict with anybody. You build people to look like you, so people don't distinguish who really is leading. And also, you must believe in everybody's ideas. You must be a great listener if you want to succeed as a leader.
You must build everybody to look like you. What do you think, sir, is missing in today's politics?
It's truthfulness. People are not truthful to issues. Um, People don't speak the truth in today's politics, and particularly, I think the whole thing degenerated when NDC lost the election. I don't not to sound very partisan. I believe that our political system or our party political system degenerated when NPP won the election after J.J. Rawlings. That was when discipline broke down. That was when this term of monocracy got into our politics. Disrespect for others, disrespect for rules. People are not truthful to the facts, and people just say things to win votes. I mean, those are the bane on our politics today. And I believe that with the character of John Mahama, all of those things are going to change. That is why you always insist that Ghana must reset.
Ghana must reset. What legacy do you hope to leave as the Volta Regional NDC chairman?
As an individual, if I've won my election, and I think that is a great one. I've won the democracy back. I'm not. Do I expect anything more than that? Only God will tell and time.
Only God will tell in time. Chairman 18 over 18. Let's do some quick rapid fire questions. So you would give a one word answer. Accra or Mo?
Everywhere the day.
Fufu or Banku?
Oh, none.
Chairman, you have to choose one.
Maybe a work
Okay, so I would rephrase it. Fufu or Wakule?
A work yeah. I'm from Georgia. Don't forget.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person.
Morning person, okay. Who's your favorite Ghanaian musician?
Musician. Dogby Gadefu. I like Akbaja.
Wow. Wow. Gen Z's like us. Don't you know we are talking about?
Oh, you're talking about contemporary music. I like Amachi Dede.
Okay.
Yes, I like Amachi Dede. I like his high life tunes. I don't understand half of the things he's saying, but I think that I flow with everything and all that. I don't understand half of the things he's saying in his music.
Language barrier?
Yeah, that's definitely. I speak Ewa fluently. As for tree, I think I have difficulty. understanding and speaking. And I like his style of music.
I think for those of us who don't know Togbe, the first one you mentioned was Togbe.
Yeah, Devu.
Togbe Yedevu
He's
will
he's
have
a
to
composer of Agbaja music.
okay. I sure would look for
Because
him.
I'm from Georgia, I like Agbaja.
Okay. Chairman, you may end up giving us some moves, but let's move on.
No, you don't expect that from me.
One word or one way to describe the NDC.
Great party.
Great party. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. One word to describe the MPP.
Corrupt party.
Okay. Okay. Let's say if you woke up today as the president of Ghana, what is
I don't have that ambition.
no? Okay, yes. It's
If I
just
wake up today as the regional chairman, what will I do first?
the first
I
thing.
pray.
Okay, what will you do for the country? Like what is one or anything for yourself? Maybe I'll build this or I'll do something.
No, rhetorical question. I want to believe that every kid must go to school, must have the opportunity to educate, be educated, because I've seen people who have never been to school and the difficulty they have when they are growing up. So I'll make sure that every child goes to school to the highest of the level they can attain, or learn some skill to be productive to society.
Free compulsory basic school education.
Very key.
That's great. Lastly, on our rapid fire questions, if you had the opportunity to go on a dinner with any of the Ghanaian political figures in the past, who will it be and why?
In the past, you mean John Mahama was the president in the past.
But
He's the president today.
he's now current, so we are looking at the likes of former president John Fifi, JJ Rollins.
Yes, I want JJ Rollins and Atta Mills at
Why?
the dinner table. Of those people, those two, may their souls continue to rest in peace.
And
Yeah, they've done so well for this country. And the principle there, you see, like I said, politics is a thing of conviction, and they have conviction, they have beliefs, and they didn't waver in what they believed in.
Yeah.
And those are things that admire individuals. I believe in conviction, and so it makes it very principled. And so, in fact, it must be noted and die for something. That's all it is.
for their convictions.
Yeah.
Let's handle our last questions for today. The interview is coming to an end. It's been a great interview so far. What advice do you have for young Ghanaians who want to enter politics?
Oh yes, they should have at the back of their mind that politics is not an employment avenue. That is the basic advice I'll give to every young person who wants to go into politics. Don't see it as an employment avenue. Don't see it as a means of making wealth. See politics as a means of serving humanity. Money, wealth might come with politics, but if you have that at the back of your mind before you get into it, you are definitely going to flop. You definitely be labeled a corrupt person, and people will notice you too quickly. So just have in mind that you are coming to serve humanity. Service first, and they must learn to be humble and be truthful. I mean, those are things that they must learn and live with. And I believe that if we all we live like that, we should be in peace. We should be in peace and be happy. Like I said from the beginning, we all have a period of time to live on this planet. I mean, nobody will be here forever. So you must notice that at the end of the day, we be answerable to somebody. After all, I got up this morning. Have I eaten? Yes. Maybe I just ate maybe people will just say maybe a bowl of thinking in the morning, and that's it. How much food can you eat? When you go to sleep, how much bed do you need to sleep on? You must just learn to be grounded and be rooted and be content and be satisfied with what life throws at you. But you must be ambitious, you must work hard for life. There are many opportunities for the young people under this government. I would advise that anybody interested in business, you must be interested in the budget of the government. You must be interested in the direction the government is taking. If it's a manifesto, go read the manifesto. Don't say you're not an NDC, but it's a commonwealth. Go read the NDC manifesto, you understand the direction the like how my wants to go, and then you plug in and you survive.
Chairman 18 over 18.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you all
Thank
for watching thus far. It's been a great conversation and I'm sure you learned something. So make sure, tell us in the comment section, what did you learn? What perception did you have that got changed? And what clarity did you receive from today's session? And as I said, life and lessons with Ese Speaks, there is something for everybody, or there is a lesson for everybody. Here, every story matters. So till next time, ta-da.